see you.
Hey! Okay, thanks for coming on, Johnny.
That's right, Sean.
Well, you've given us a lot of choices of stuff that you like and hate on television, and your first choice is a documentary. It's from the 1980s.
It's from 1985.
No,
it was a documentary about a biker chapter called the Outcasts in, I think, Lincolnshire. It's surreal, it's interesting, it is hilariously funny, it's insane.
The Outcasts.
You have an hanging around period, and after the members get to know you, the members vote you in. And then you have to prospect from there. And then it's down to me when you get your patch, or if you get your patch.
If I miss a meeting, then probably get my arse kicked and a fine.
He is a general dog's body. He does everything and anything that members in the club tell him to do. We've thrown them off cliffs, we've thrown them into fires, we've made them generally sit in front of fires with fuck all on, man, and scorch. We've done all sorts to them, man.
First of all, what I love about this is the fact he's specially got a badge, I think, for the documentary saying fuck off.
Yeah.
Lovely touch. But that guy also, he gets fined by them for being late for things. Probably get my arse kicked in a fine.
Yeah.
They call themselves the Outcasts, and they've sort of outcast themselves from society. They've made their own little sect with their own little rules. And the funny thing is, to escape society's rules, they've made up this little society that's almost stricter. You know, I mean, what I'm saying, if you're late for work, you don't get your ass kicked in a fine.
But once you become a member of the Outcasts, it seems that you become irresistible to bored housewives.
Women are into a bit of rough, yeah. You get a lot of women coming around, especially the married ones, that say they're happily married to see something like us. And all of a sudden, like, they want to see what it's like, the other side, like. Once they've tried it, they don't leave it.
OK, look, just look at that end bit again there. It's a lovely scene. The leader is having a nice can of beer, looking at a beautiful stream. But that's not hard enough. It's not hard enough. He's been told to do something destructive and anarchic. And
so you're saying the documentary makers have manipulated?
They've manipulated. They must have egged them on. That's why it's quite a funny documentary. Well, a very funny documentary, because they have really stitched these lads up. Just look at that, just that end bit again. It's a beautiful scene. I don't know if we can get it in slow motion, but it's a wonderful thing. Look, can of beer, bastard. And off he goes. Needless.
It is, isn't it? Maybe the specific gravity of that beer wasn't satisfying his hunger. I know it only has one can because he's driving.
Driving, yeah.
But their meeting place is a very interesting place. It's a pub, stroke, gym, stroke... It's dojo, really, isn't it?
It's a dojo.
You can do karate and have pork scratchings at the same time.
This, for me, is what really brings this home. It is... When I was watching it the first time, you have to watch it again because you're laughing so much, you miss all the punchlines, even though they're not meant to be punchlines. But this pub is genuinely off the scale, insane.
I used to be an ABA boxer. I trained for the Lincoln Imps. I'm just trying to get rid of some of the fat off my gut. Get my act together again. And then start doing some serious fighting. The rest of the club are all into it. They're all doing their own training.
In my pub, we maybe have winner stays on at pool. Yeah. There they get to get the cues.
Well, it's certainly not the David Lloyd Centre, is it?
No. No, it's not.
It's a very different ambience and feel they've gone for.
Holmes Place, it ain't.
No. I mean, did you have a favourite bit? Do you like a choice?
My favourite bit is with the man who's the designated leather worker. Because I believe that when he describes how he got into leather working, it is the most extraordinary backstory of anything I've ever heard on television. You cannot... it just passes by you, and it went off about the 50th viewing. You think to yourself, what on earth did happen?
The 50th viewing.
Yeah, you think, what was the story of that? This is...
Well, let's see.
Somebody bought a pouch, it was in bits, a cheap one, out of a rubbish bin. It was in a leather shop and asked me to put it together. Bought about 3 books and just studied it out of that, like, you know.
OK, now this guy, let's just listen to that, yeah? What he says. He says, somebody bought a pouch. It was in bits. Somebody bought a pouch. It was in bits. A cheap one. Out of a rubbish bin. In a leather shop. What the fuck happened? No, but somebody bought a pouch, asked me to put it together. And then he says, I bought about 3 books. Stood it out of there like... Things in rubbish bins normally are cheap. In fact, do you know what? I'm going to tell you straight. They're normally free. Normally, if I see things in a rubbish bin, I think, great, no purchase necessary. But what you then... But what the insult is... And do you know what? I'm going to give that to Ken. Because he does fuck all. He does... I know someone who does nothing. And if I give him something I found in a bin, he'll go out and buy 3 books. Just pick something out of a bin. I go, Ken, I like that. And buy some books. He'll do that.
How many times have you watched it?
Oh, so many times. I just love it. I really like them. I think they just seem like a great...
Yeah, they are. You do like...
I'm a bit obsessed with it. But,
It is. It's a fantastic documentary, Johnny. Yeah. And I have to say, thanks for choosing that.
It's a